Okie doke, so we're going to get started. Thank you all so much for joining our first of 7 30-minute series. And tonight we're going to be talking about essential oils for the healthy home. And of course, our products as well that we use. And if you take a look, can you all see my screen? You can just give me a thumbs up. Yes, thank you. So if you take a look, you can see that we have the following ones coming up. Next week will be essential oils for little ones, then essential oils and emotions. Why Ningxia Red is essential. Then we'll talk about essential rewards, so many essentials. That is Young Living's loyalty program, so I can explain that to you all better. Then we will follow with staying healthy, because this is the time and the season where everybody is getting sick, and some ideas and tips and tricks and recipes for that. And then finally, we'll close out with the business opportunity for those who are interested and want to learn more. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. There's a few of you who are jumping on now, and just a quick reminder to please type in your email address. It is the only way that I can enter you into the raffle. So just type that into the chat, and then when this call commences, I will then go ahead, put that all into a random little wheel of thing, like it's a wheel of names. It selects a random winner, and then I will follow up with an email showing you this class, and that's it. You'll get one follow-up email. So my intention is never to bother or, you know, to cause you guys to feel irritated by 50 million emails. You will just get one follow-up to this call. Okay, so a healthy home. How do we detoxify our cleaning products that we are using at home, and also how we learn how to do this so that we can teach others if we have someone who actually cleans our home for us. So the overview of tonight, we're going to discuss essential oils and healthy homes. I'll go through the introduction of who I am, how essential oils work, why we should detox our home, how to detox your home, specific applications, and then I'll give you a recap and show you what's next. Okie doke. So who am I and why are we here? My name is Jade Almaleh, and I started my little non-toxic journey about 3.5 years ago when my daughter was incredibly not well for a period of time. She had THIEVES and then a febrile seizure, and so I decided I wanted to learn more about how I could get rid of toxins in our home and in our lives. And Young Living came into my life and absolutely proved to me that we can live a non-toxic lifestyle that is really simple and easy. So I won't get into too much of that, but I am going to cover about chemicals in our cleaning products, which are truly some of the most toxic and harmful things to our body. And this class was designed to empower each of you with the knowledge to live a more chemical-free lifestyle and learn about all the amazing benefits of THIEVES products, which we'll talk about. If this is the first time you're hearing the word THIEVES, you will know and understand and love it by the end of this class. I'm really passionate about sharing this insight with you, and I thank you guys for being on this wellness journey with me and my team. Okay, so what are essential oils? Essential oils are the lifeblood of a plant. It's there to protect and strengthen a plant. Each one is unique and a volatile fluid. They're adaptogenic. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And there's a huge plane flying by. They're antiviral, antifungal, antiseptic, and antibacterial. They are extracted from all parts of the plant. We do lots of measures to find out where the best place is to extract that. So we do tons of testing, as in Young Living, but mostly it comes from the roots, leaves, barks, and seeds. We use low heat, steam distillation, or resin tapping to extract the essential oil from a plant. Essential oils are tiny in size. They have 40 million trillion molecules in one drop. So they're extremely concentrated and about 70 times stronger than herbs. So how quickly do essential oils work? In 22 seconds, the molecules reach the brain. That's insanely fast. And by the way, they can cross the blood to brain barrier, which most chemicals cannot, as in drugs or medications that we can take. In 2 minutes, they'll be found in the bloodstream. In 20 minutes, they'll affect every cell in the body, and they are really powerful. They're mighty, they're tiny size, and our inherent human receptors make them the perfect natural medicine for us. So there are 3 methods of use when it comes to essential oils. We use them aromatically, topically, and internally. Aromatically would be in 2 ways, through our diffuser, and or we make an aroma dome, which is dropping the essential oil in our hands and breathing it in like that. We use them topically, which would be in a roller bottle, which we can make ourselves, or Young Living actually does provide roll-ons that you can buy, a couple of those. And we can also use them, directly. So we would put a drop in our hand and rub it on our body. That's still topical use. And internally, yes, we can. There are only about 47 essential oils which are safe for internal use. They have been labeled as such. They have a vitality label. But the lemon vitality oil and the lemon regular oil are exactly the same thing. And Young Living South Africa are working very hard for us to actually be able to state that these oils are safe for internal use. So we know that they are. I actually live in the United States, and so I've been using them for many years safely. There's different schools of thought on this, but basically we follow the French method, which says that all three methods of use are actually safe. This is why we pride ourselves on working as a team as well, so that we would help you. And again, just to explain to those of you who are really new, Hello Essentials is the name of our team. We provide resources like Facebook groups, WhatsApp groups. We work to hold your hand and work with you, but we are representing Young Living is the company. So I am not producing this laundry detergent right here. Young Living is and does, and they do a very good job of it. I just help to talk about it and distribute these products. So why Young Living? They are very, very unique in what they do. They follow practices that are far beyond organic cultivation processes. We have native farming practices with over 25 years of experience, and we believe in positive energy, meaning people who actually work on the farms have to have a good vibe to them. They have to be in a good mood. They've done tests about this and shown that you can take two plants, and you have plant A and plant B, and plant A, both of them are getting equal water, nutrients, sunlight, everything that they need to survive. And plant A is being spoken to really badly, and plant B is being spoken to really well. For example, you're awful, you're dying, you are not even giving us life. And plant B, you are amazing, you're beautiful, thank you for feeding us with your oxygen. And plant B thrives and does amazing because it's being spoken to in a good, positive way. And plant A completely wilts and starts to die. So Young Living very much believes in this, and for this reason, they insist that their farmers do the same. So we have very unique harvesting and distillation practices. We distill at the correct time. We do major testing to know which thing it is that we are distilling, to find out that the optimal time to actually distill will be at the 25th hour of this particular plant. And if it's 1 hour after that, you just won't get the same number of constituents. So they really invest their time, energy, and effort into this. They use slow, low heat, and it's one-time distillation only. So our essential oils are 100% pure. So there's nothing else added and nothing else taken away. In other words, that bottle of lavender is 100% lavender in that bottle. No carrier oils, no synthetics. We have what's called a seed to seal promise. It means we own our own farms. We have an open door policy. That's really a beautiful thing. We're very transparent. So anybody can visit any of our farms at any time. And there is one in South Africa, but they're just bringing it up to our seed to seal guarantee, which means from the time that the seeds are chosen and distilled till the time they're harvested, cultivated, distilled, and then bottled and sealed, Young Living has very much controlled each part of that process. The only time we bring in third-party people is for testing, because it'd be pretty biased to say, oh yeah, they test out perfectly. So we do bring in third-party testers to confirm and assure that what we are producing and giving to you, me, and anyone else who uses the product, it's 100% pure and looks good and everything measures up. So we have extensive in-house testing and external testing. Okay, so why is it important to clean with natural ingredients? So most people assume that cleaning products on the grocery store shelf have been tested and are safe for use. However, they are not. This is a really sad but very true fact. There is nobody out there who is looking out for your best interests and saying, oh, do not put that on the shelf. That is very toxic. That is harmful. It's potentially carcinogenic. Nobody does that job. So we have to be an educated consumer. And that might seem overwhelming, but what's so great is that we do have companies and brand names that do this work for you. For example, you know, you have Faithful to Nature. You can pretty much rest assured that any of their products that you are wanting to choose are clean because they are doing that research for you. Young Living absolutely is doing the same thing. So our products are absolutely clean and pure, and anybody that wants to know more or really look into it, you will feel very comfortable and actually very impressed by the crazy amounts of testing and care that goes into every single one of our products. So just because a commercial cleaner promises a germ-free environment, it doesn't mean it's danger-free and risk-free. Conventional cleaning products contain many endocrine disrupting chemicals that can wreak havoc on your respiratory system, cellular health, thyroid, adrenal glands, and even mental clarity. Indoor air quality is 5 to 7 times more toxic than outdoors, mainly due to conventional cleaners. That is scary to me. That's basically saying that inside most people's homes, it is more toxic than it is just being outside because of the cleaners that people are using. So why is this the case? What exactly are toxins, you know, and how are they working like this? A lot of us are like, oh, but I use, and I hate to like call names, but let's just say, you know, Handy Andy or Mr. Vim. And you're like, but it's a very little amount. So I don't understand, you know, it's not a big deal. I'm not exposed to it every day. I'm just using it once a week. So it is a problem because we have something called bioaccumulation. So the EPA, which is the environmentally, it's actually a group that works in the United States. And they've come out with a statement that says that small amounts of chemicals are not harmful to the body, okay? A small amount of chemicals in your personal care products and cleaning products can add up to a significant burden on your body, and this is called body burden. So some chemicals accumulate in our bodies over time, and the impacts may show up after long exposure. Some chemicals can become harmful or more toxic in combination with other chemicals. So sure, you might have, you know, you're busy cleaning your counter with something that is toxic and you're like, I'm not coughing, I'm not having any adverse reaction right now. No, you're not. But over time, you will. This is what bioaccumulation is. So chemicals can have more impact during certain periods of development, like womb, infancy, and puberty. And even tiny doses can be very potent. So what can we do? Well, first thing is, we can take a deep breath. At first, it seems impossible to have a chemical-free home, but truly don't be overwhelmed. There are a few simple, practical changes that can make a huge impact on your home. You don't need to replace every single product in your home tomorrow. And I always tell people this because I did not. I had a best friend and she actually collected all of her things in the house. She looked every little thing up and she collected them and threw it all out in the dump. I personally actually went through and did room by room. So I started with my laundry room and I changed up those products. Then I did, you know, the main house where I did the THIEVES multi-purpose cleaner and so on and so forth. So I did room by room. And we just say, you know, transitioning to a healthy plant-based home is a lifestyle journey and you can make these changes over time. So small, simple changes really are going to make a big difference. So here's again what you can do. Step 1, become aware. We all know this, that this is always the first step of anything. Understand that there are chemicals found in many household products that can be harmful to your health. If you do understand that you're already becoming aware of the harmful chemicals just by even taking this class. Step number 2 is focusing on avoiding chemicals that you can control, like the products that you choose to have in your home. Step 3, educate yourself on ingredients and chemicals that you should avoid. And then step 4, take action. So start by replacing the products you use most frequently. Example, a multi-purpose cleaner and hand soap. Focus on replacing those products used on the most susceptible, like children or people with already compromised immune systems. So this is helpful to know, these are what we call the dirty dozen. Now, I know that there's a dirty dozen when it comes to food and eating organic, and we have things like strawberries, onions, and most of the things that grow in the ground. They say these are the dirty dozen, but we actually have another one called the dirty dozen when it comes to products. And these are the ingredients you want to avoid. So I'm actually not going to read through all of these. You can see it on the slide, and I will send you all a recording of this. But this is going to help you when you turn over a product that you have in your house and you start to really read the ingredients. If you see any of these, that is a straight up red flag. and you should really consider replacing that item. Okay, let me go on to the next slide. Impacts of those 12 ingredients. So the Environmental Working Group says there is no end to the tricks that endocrine disruptors can play on our bodies. We can have, it increases the production of hormones, it decreases the production of other hormones, It imitates hormones, it turns one hormone into another, it interferes with hormone signaling, it tells cells to die prematurely, it competes with essential nutrients, they bind to essential hormones, and they accumulate in organs that produce hormones. So truly, these chemicals definitely can interfere with the body's endocrine system and produce adverse developmental, reproductive, neurological, and immune effects in both humans and wildlife. That's another thing that so many people don't think about, but you do know that whatever chemicals and products you're using, if you're using a toilet bowl cleaner, where does our toilet bowl water end up? In the ocean. And if that stuff is non-toxic, you're harming all the wildlife that's within the ocean. So just a thought for you guys. And it's the same when it comes to farming practices. When we're using pesticides and harsh chemicals, you have a rainfall, it gets, run onto all those chemicals, it goes into your sewers and gutters and ends up into rivers and other water-based areas. And guess who's suffering is the wildlife, which is so sad. And then we go and eat whatever it is, farm-raised fish or other creatures like this. And now we're putting that back into our bodies. And they are also really, really affected by these chemicals. So why Young Living Thieves products? Well, Young Living has a wide range of safe, naturally derived plant-based products for the entire home, which is so exciting. And they're all in South Africa now. The only one you guys have yet to get is the fruit and veggie wash. But the good news is you can actually use our multi-purpose cleaner to wash your fruits and vegetables, which is important because there is going to be a waxy residue. Even if it's organic, there still is, a natural sort of pesticide that forms. So you do want to clean your fruits and veggies as well. So you can use a little bit of that one. So we have everything from hand soap to laundry detergent, and you can feel confident knowing that we don't use any harsh chemicals, and the entire line is infused with the powerful Thieves essential oil blend. So you will feel empowered knowing that the Thieves line is pure enough for your whole family and it's still strong enough for your everyday life. So what is Thieves? Why Thieves? This blend, which is called Thieves essential oil, actually have it behind me, but I'm not going to bother to get it. I know our class is super short. So here's the story behind Thieves. Thieves came about because in the 16th century, during the time of the Black Plague, there were a group of thieves who were stealing jewelry and clothing from dead or dying bodies from this Black Plague. And they weren't getting sick and they weren't dying. So it was a feudal system, and the king heard about this, ordered for their capture, and when he had them in his possession, he said, I want to understand, what are you doing? How are you surviving? And they said, well, we come from a long line of apothecaries or spice merchants, and so we know that when we blend lemon, clove, rosemary, eucalyptus, and cinnamon, so it's those 5 things, and at that time, pestle and mortar, okay, there's no essential oil, so they're using a pestle and mortar and they're rubbing it on their bodies and putting it on like a balaclava. And they said, when we use this, we do not contract any disease or any sickness. So they're like, okay, that sounds interesting, and a whole lot of hoo-hees, but sure, we'll try this. And they did, and they were one of the only surviving towns in Europe at the time. So if it sounds like a fun, cutesy fairy tale, you can actually look it up. It's noted in history. And the town is called Buckleberry. So Gary Young, who is the founder of Young Living, knew about this, really studied it, and he decided, I am going to make a proprietary blend, and I'm going to call it Thieves. It actually is trademarked, so nobody else can call their product Thieves or say that it's infused with thieves except Young Living, because he figured out exactly how much to put in of those 5 individual essential oils, meaning lemon, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So some people try and get smart and say, okay, I know it's those 5 things, I'm going to make my own. Honestly, don't even bother. The way that Young Living does it is incredibly unique. and it's absolutely powerful and works. So this is our immunity blend, and you will find it in all of our cleaning products, which is amazing. So not only is it powerful at cleaning and getting rid of germs, but it's also absolutely amazing at boosting your immune system. So how cool that when you have a little dog walking across the floor that you've just cleaned with Thieves Cleaner, it's actually improving their immune system, and them, you know, licking their paws is absolutely safe to do after being on a cleaned floor. Same thing with babies and kids. Okay, so let's talk about which essential oils clean best. So essential oils can be diffused to freshen the air. They naturally deodorize any space, and they enhance your cleaners. Adding a few drops of essential oils to your Thieves Cleaner or your do-it-yourself cleaners is a great way to improve your home cleaning. Our favorite oils to add to your cleaning routine are going to be lemon, purification, tea tree, thieves, and eucalyptus radiata. Another great one is pine, which you'll see in my image, but we don't yet have that in South Africa. So when we do, grab it and add it to, you know, your cleaners for the floor and such. So the entire home, where do I start? If you want to start using plant-based products, but you're not sure, start with the Thieves Cleaner. This stuff is amazing. So it's about 426 milliliters here, so almost 500 mils. And you want to buy yourself a 500 ml empty glass bottle. Now, I know Hello Bottles sells this. If you want to get theirs and get a cute label, you know, this one, mine says Thieves Cleaner, so that I know. And but you are free to get these from anywhere that sells these glass spray bottles. And yes, it needs to be glass because, again, we're using essential oils. And you're going to put one capful, that's it, one capful of this Thieves this Thieves multi-purpose cleaner into this bottle, and then you're going to add water. This is going to be the all-purpose cleaner that you should really, really consider to use in your home. So it is versatile, it's effective, it's affordable. Now, a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, but one bottle of this is, you know, whatever rands it is, and I can buy a bottle of Handy Andy for far less. Remember, this is incredibly concentrated. So I'm going to show you the maths on that and how it's actually cheaper than what you're using, and it's even more effective and it's non-toxic. So wherever you use it, you'll feel good knowing it's safe around everyone in your family, including pets, and best of all, it's formulated without the harsh or dangerous chemicals found in traditional products. So here's how you use it. Again, it's very concentrated. One bottle of this can make about 29 of these, okay? So you would be using the medium degreasing. So that would actually be 1 cup of this per, we say 2 cups of water. I don't even measure the cups of water. I just fill my 500 ml. I don't obsess over that. But just to show you the maths here, it's under 11.50 Rand per 500 ml bottle. So you can see it's really affordable. Then we have light degreasing ratio, medium degreasing, and heavy degreasing. So it depends what you're cleaning, but this is a really useful little recipe here. So for heavy degreasing, basically you're doing 1 cup of cleaner with 1 cup of water. For medium, you're doing 1 cup of cleaner with 2 cups of water. And for light, you're doing 1 cup of cleaner with 3 cups of water. And in general, for me, my rule of thumb is 1 cupful in this, you know, 500 ml bottle, and I use that for everything. It's just now and again when I'm getting rid of stains and I really need an extra clean, I'll add another boost of, you know, I'll add another capful. Okay, so here are some tips and tricks for the entire home. Here's floral fresheners with tea tree essential oil. So for your carpet, to create a cleansing carpet powder, you can mix the following: 5 drops of tea tree essential oil, 3 drops of lavender, and 1 cup of baking soda. So I actually buy a huge bag here of baking soda, but you just get whichever size you can. And then what you want to do is kind of mix it in a glass jar with a fork, let it sit for a little, then sprinkle it over your carpet, let that sit for 15 minutes and vacuum away. It's going to get rid of dust mites. It's fantastic for homes that have animals too, because it gets rid of pests like fleas. This is why you find a lot of tea tree and products for animals. Okay, so that's a really nice carpet cleaner. Then ditching and switching in our kitchen. So we have our Thieves dish soap. This is this one, and it cleans with the power of pure essential oils. I don't know if you guys know, but every single product And the same with every single supplement that Young Living makes. We are still working to get supplements in the country. Right now, there's a whole CAMS Act thing in South Africa, so they're very strict on allowing over-the-counter recipes or medication to be in the country. I don't know what's going on with these little scribbles, by the way, so forgive that. But anyhow, essential oils are in every single product, which is so awesome that Young Living actually makes. So this Thieves dish soap has actually been enhanced with jade lemon, bergamot, and it has a fresh citrus scent that makes things a little bit brighter. There's no sulfates, phosphates, dyes, or perfumes, and it's gentle on your skin, so it's not going to dry out your hands. I really don't know what these little, can you guys see this awful scribble on my work? It's like I'm working with a 3-year-old next to me, busy messing on my stuff. I'm sorry for that. I don't know what that is, but hopefully you can still see the slide. Okay, laundry room. So this Thieves laundry detergent is also very concentrated. So while you can see it looks like it's small and little, you are using so little of this. You are using about this much for, if you can see my finger, it's up to there. And yes, I just cut my finger this morning. But anyway, you can use up to here with a large load. That is all. We only add more, and it does give you directions. So for high efficiency washes, you're going to use much less of this, okay? And here is the best tip that I can give you guys. We say that it will handle approximately 128 loads. Here's why. I really recommend that you dilute this. So when you get this, I want you to pour out half and store it in one of these mason jars, or I just personally have a second bottle here. So what I do is I always have one that's empty, and when I get a new one, I actually pour out half into this bottle and I add water to the rest of it. I give it a good shake, and then I do the same with my new bottle. So I empty it up until about halfway, this point where it's like in the middle of the tea, and I fill it up with water. And if you have babies and little ones or a lot of staining on your stuff at home, then you can add some multi-purpose cleaner, and that's going to add some extra that's going to get rid of staining. I'm sorry, not degreasing, but degreasing too. So it's strong enough for tough stains and it's gentle enough for babies. It's perfect for machine and hand washing, and you can add 1 or 2 drops of your purification essential oil in the capful of detergent to give it an added great smelling boost. Okay, a room refresher spritz. So I don't know if you know, but a lot of the things that you might be using in your bathroom in terms of air fresheners are very, very toxic. So create your own. You can just grab, we say a 2-ounce bottle, but this is about, I think this is 50 mils. And all that you do for this is add 10 drops of purification, 2 to 3 drops of your favorite essential oil. My personal favorite is purification with lemon. Some people like to add lavender or whatever it is, but purification is going to get rid of odors. And you can spray this anywhere that you want to remove like offensive smells. So think bedrooms, linens, bathrooms, kitchens. And again, you can also substitute tea tree oil for purification if you want. So you can get creative. Okay, a mattress refresher. This is so good if you have little ones who are having accidental pees on the bed. So you can create your own mattress refresher, a freshener with the following ingredients. So 1 cup of your baking soda, sorry for the crunchy noise, and 5 drops of purification or lavender. And again, if you have pets or animals and you're worried about fleas on mattresses, add in that tea tree. Mix it gently with a fork, transfer it to a mason jar like this. What I've seen some people do is they have the cap that goes on this, and they actually make holes on the cap, and then they sprinkle it onto the mattress. So you want to leave that on there for about 1 hour, and then you vacuum that all up. Your mattress will smell divine. Okay, one of the most toxic things that you can find in a household is actually going to be any dryer sheets or fabric softeners. So my advice to switch and ditch that one is going to be to buy eco-friendly wool dryer balls. And you guys can get these from Take a Lot. You can add 2 to 4 drops of any essential oil that you like to 2 dryer balls and throw it in your dryer. Our favorite choices are lavender if you have babies, or citrus fresh, lemon, or lemongrass. Okay, my husband's favorite smell in the world is lemongrass, so that's what we add to our dryer balls. very quickly, I know that you guys are probably going to have to jump off pretty soon, and I'm trying to finish it up, and I will. Make sure you've given me your email addresses so that I can enter that into the raffle. So just type that into the chat, and then you'll be entered into that raffle. Okay, the bathroom. So we have a Thieves Cleansing Bar Soap, which is enriched with plant oils. As I said, we have essential oils in everything, and we have coconut, jojoba, and olive oil. Aloe vera and wolfberry seed oil are also added to help cleanse and purify your skin. So it's perfect for your shower or sinks. Then there's also Thieves Foaming Hand Soap. I actually left mine in the bathroom. I'm sorry, I wanted to bring it to show you guys, but I mean, you can see the picture. It gently cleans and conditions the skin. I love that it's foaming. It's so good for kids because it makes it really easy to lather. And again, it's not going to dry your skin out. So then we have a toilet scrub. Some ingredients to make this for yourself is going to be half a cup of baking soda, half a cup of Castile soap, a squirt or two of Thieves dish soap, a cupful of the Thieves household cleaner, a cup of water, 10 drops of lemon essential oil, and 5 drops of Thieves essential oil. Once it's all mixed up, put it in a 12-ounce dispenser, and then we like to use an empty Thieves dish soap bottle. So one of these, you can put it in this, which is so great. So just when you're done with this, you can use this. And don't forget to shake it because baking soda does separate, and you can now squirt that into your toilet scrub. Another idea is to just make a toilet bowl spritz, which has lemon essential oil. So to do this, you can take 15 drops of lemon essential oil, half a cup of rubbing alcohol, a half a cup of distilled water, and save it in a glass spritzer bottle. So I have one of these, and this would be my toilet bowl little spray. So you keep it handy to spray toilets before using to avoid smells from filling the room. Yes, you can thank us later. So this is just a really nice way to switch out toxic cleaners. In the bathroom, we have, Thieves toothpaste. Love this one. I happen to have the whitening, which me and my husband use, and then the Aroma Bright, which the kids use. I love both, but I do prefer the whitening for me. There's also Thieves dental floss. I don't know if you guys know, but most normal floss is actually made with nylon, which is plastic, awful, Teflon, petroleum, and dioxane. So these things, it goes in your trash. It doesn't even decompose properly. So Young Living uses strong fibers that resist fraying, and it easily glides between your teeth. It's saturated twice, and it's a hard-wearing floss which provides 2 layers of essential oils with Thieves and peppermint. It's eco-friendly and it decomposes. We also have a Thieves mouthwash, which contains no alcohol, no artificial flavors, synthetic dyes, or sweeteners. Instead, it's sweetened with stevia. And the best part for me is that it actually has colloidal silver and peppermint oil. So colloidal silver, for those of you who don't know, is also going to really help to kill bacteria. So germs, nope, not here. We have a Thieves spray and a Thieves waterless hand purifier. That's essentially a hand sanitizer. They are our on-the-go cleaners, which are perfect when you're running errands, traveling, or you're away from home. Traveling, yeah, soon, hopefully. When you clean a surface with water and soap, the ingredients of most products only partially wash off. When you use hand purifiers or cleaning sprays, the ingredients in them will actually absorb into your skin. So we promise you'll feel protected like we do with these 2 products in our purses, nappy bags, backpacks, or pockets. And a fun fact is that the hand purifier moisturizes, leaving hands really soft. So how can you get all of these things? So we do have a Thieves kit bundle. This is one way to start. And I've had a few people actually purchase this enrollment kit over the premium starter kit with essential oils because their focus was actually to get their home toxic free. And so there is a Thieves kit. It's 100, sorry, I'm reading it as 100. It's 1,475 Rand, and it actually includes all of these things. So you're going to get a toothpaste, a hand foaming soap, a mouthwash, the laundry detergent, the Thieves multi-purpose cleaner, and the dish soap. It's really awesome. And the best part about what you're getting in this bundle is a wholesale account as well. This means, that you will get wholesale pricing anytime you want to purchase something again, but you're also not forced to ever buy another thing ever again. So don't, a lot of people get really nervous, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy this and then I'm going to be on this recurring thing. No, we do have a loyalty program, and there are ways to earn, more points back and to get cheaper shipping and things like this. It's called our Essential Rewards program, but it is optional. So you never have to feel like you are forced to do that. Okay, and so then in final closing, I just want to mention to you guys that we do have resources for you. We have our WhatsApp group for our team where we share relevant oily tips, recipes, resources, and answers to your questions. And we have a beautiful community of oilers. Truly, we all work together and we help one another. If you were invited tonight by someone, we always like to say, go back to that person. Young Living is a referral-based business. And what's so great about that is anyone who gets started with whatever it is that you got started with, you actually get like a personal trainer that comes with your product. How cool is that? So yeah, you could go to a store and buy lavender oil and it's probably pretty junky and rubbish. Or you can go to Young Living and buy that essential oil and you are actually going to get a personal assistant that's going to be with you, and that was free. So they're going to help you to use that oil and like learn what to do with it. So we definitely do not like to step on anyone's toes. Again, it's a referral-based business. So if you are working with someone else or you have a best friend in Canada who does this business, please go back to them and let them know, I'm interested, I would love to get started. It's a global company. And so yes, your friend even in Canada could help you. And for those of you who are new, this is the first time you're hearing anything and you actually would like to get started, feel free to reach out to me and I can help you. And that is going to be like via WhatsApp. So I can type it in the chat, but it is +1 619 917 7777 and I can help. But whoever invited you, let them know you're interested and you want to get started on some stuff and they can plug you in. Of course, we have our Instagram, which is how most of you knew about this class tonight. So please keep following us for inspiration, tips, workshop updates, and giveaways, and sometimes a good laugh. And we do have a Facebook group, which is a private group. It's our online community of oily friends and resources. We have Hello Essentials South Africa, and we also have a global group, which is everyone within the Hello Essentials team. So all of you are welcome to be on that, whether you have oils and products or not. We just believe in learning, so we want you to feel included. So next, what to expect, just keep an eye out for an email that's going to have the raffle winner from this class, and it will include the recording of everything that we covered in this 30 minutes, because I know it's a lot, and I know some of you are like, oh, I really want to make that carpet cleaner. What was the recipe? I will help and get that to you. And then of course, we will also include the next invitation, which is going to be details for the next class, which happens to be on little ones. So that is everything. I know there was a lot of information, so thank you all so much for joining me tonight. And I know you want to jump off and go to Cyril's talk. So I'm actually going to stop the recording. I'm going to hang out for 2 minutes about and just see if anyone has any questions. And